Like, speaking more about Okoye, like
her being demoted like that. I feel like she should it shouldn't have been her character. I think it should have been
Anika, yeah.
Yeah, watch out, please watch out for that character. That character, Anika. Oh man, there's a lot of shit that's gonna go on with her.
Yeah.
Because she in the comics, Anika, she was assaulted and raped. Watch head.
Oh shit.
She was one of those characters that happened to her, and it actually had forced her to turn against Wakanda.
Yeah.
So she became a traitor to Wakanda. So if I were anybody, I'd keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack around here, but Anika, be careful with her, because I feel like the demotion should have went to her as opposed to Okoye.
Yeah, she was, and if you think about it, she was not really that much into the movie. In fact, M'Baku and Koye herself were not really in the movie that much. I mean, it makes sense for Koye because she was demoted, but come on, I wanted to see more of M'Baku. Like, you barely showed him that much in the first movie. Thankfully, he was seen in the 2 Avengers movies, but here, he was just there for moral support.
Y'all badly sidelined him, but like at least y'all
give him a Disney Plus show.
You almost made up for it just by making him king in the end, or possibly king.
Possibly king. I actually thought they were going to see a scene where he was going to fight Shuri, but Shuri was like, nope, she wasn't having it.
It looks like M'Baku is going to become king.
Yeah, and that's something very major to think about. We didn't even discuss it. M'Baku could possibly be king of Wakanda.
How do I feel about being the new king of Wakanda? It's pretty cool. I think it's a really great direction that the story is going in. I'm very excited to see, how they transition that into the narrative. I think the strength of the movie and the, Wakanda saga so far has always been the cohort, the ensemble. So I think it really leans into the strengths that his position and personality can bring to storytelling. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to see potentially what his State of the Union would be, because it seems like so far all of the kings and queens have had something like a State of the Union. So I would be very excited to see what M'Baku's address to the UN or something would look like.
Shuri might have too much in stake. She still want to be the scientist and the engineer or the technician, but also Black Panther. But being a king as well, or in this case queen, that'll be a bit too much. So I say, yeah, give it to M'Baku. He's done a lot for Wakanda. He even put his life at risk several times.
Even sacrificing his own ideology.
Yeah.
He sacrificed his pride, his ideology, just so like he can fight for Wakanda. So if anybody, I say he deserves it.
Yeah.
Personally, if I was in charge, I probably would have put three Black Panthers. Give M'Baku the herb. He could become the Mayonnaise character. Because in the comics his name is Mayonnaise.
But they had to change it because it was a bit racist.
Yeah, but that was back then. I guess nowadays, we see that he still worships the ape god.
And I think we can both agree the third person who should get the orm should definitely be Okoye.
If it's not her, please bring T'Challa back. I'm still gonna be on that. And because you're putting 2 people's lives at risk. Because personally, I think that you're putting that little boy at the end of the movie in a really bad position, because if it was me, because I wouldn't want my kid anywhere near a battlefield or weapons or anything, or because royalty comes with a lot of baggage. It's hard for a good person to be king. I guess they kind of thought the same thing, given how T'Challa wanted him as far away from the throne as possible.
Are you a bit saddened that T'Challa had a kid, but with Naki instead of getting our MCU version of Storm?
No.
Yeah, because in the
although I still believe it should have been Storm.
but if you think about it, in the comments, they never really lasted.
No, they did. They lasted a while. They didn't last forever.
It's
Maybe
comics.
like
They
most
love
people.
breaking up two people apart. I mean, look at Peter Parker's life.
Yep. Also, Nakia. I hope to see more of her in the future.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Especially given the fact that she's Latina too.
Please bring her in the Avengers movies. We really missed her during that Endgame battle scene. And originally, she was gonna be a part of it.
Also, that suit of hers,
Amazing.
amazing.
Hell yeah.
She had an underwater suit.
That was awesome. I don't know, bro. It just really makes you think that like you gotta give more of these actors more roles in the MCU.
You got anything to say about it?
You want anything? You want to add anything?
No, not really. I think I said enough.
Oh, well, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Back to Okoye, and I'm gonna put this at the conversation we mentioned Okoye earlier. But I want to actually ask you this: do you think that she deserved getting demoted for that? Like, because if you think about it, she did.
At the same time, the queen made some good points. So why she did it?
Very good points, actually.
But she even called her out and joining. But the thing is,
Killmonger.
her inner code, the Dora Milaje's code, is to follow whoever's on the throne, no matter who sits on it. But it doesn't matter. So she was loyal to the throne. So it doesn't matter. So it kind of it's conflicting reasons. So personally, I don't feel that that she deserved that.
But at the same time, you have to see where the queen was coming from.
So
She honestly thought that she lost all her family members, and she doesn't know why Okoye has done that. And yeah, we made a lot of valid points. I'm like, damn. But at the same time, it was just so harsh.
Yeah, I guess. But I guess it's a discussion for another time anyway. As of right now, the thing about Jury being Black Panther, I was 100% behind it. But the thing is, you are putting her in a bad position. This is what I'm afraid of, because I know in the comics, she died.
Yeah, she died.
And she continued her journey in death. And Tanahashi Coates.
Yeah.
And then she kind of became a goddess. Somewhat.
And last time I checked,
it's hard to explain.
And last time I checked, because I'm pretty sure I was researching it when I was looking up images for the video, but wasn't her mom with her too in that? Because I could have sworn that she had a relative. I'm not sure if it was her mother or not.
I'm not sure, but
because if that's the case, shit, they might be recreating something.
Also, there was a lot of spears and stabbing and killing. I think there should have been more blood. I get that Marvel is trying to avoid that violence thing, but blood, like,
I mean,
especially at that ending where Jury got
stabbed.
Yeah, that blood was definitely needed at that moment.
Yeah, I mean,
to actually show her struggle in pain.
I'm sorry to compare this, but literally a month ago we saw Black Adam, and that rating was PG-13. We saw a bunch of stuff that was very bloody that I didn't think would not be suited for kids.
Yeah, it's the thing. The thing is, it's Marvel's still doing that thing with keeping the violence in the background. And no, this is no offense to Ryan Coogler, but you kind of need to work on your action scenes because they were super shaky.
Yeah, but
Peace out. Yo, guys, y'all out?
Y'all chilling or y'all about to head out?
Oh no, we about to head out.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let's go with them. Let's go with them.
Wait, I gotta head home later. So I'm about to dap y'all up. See y'all.
You're walking for Starbucks, by the way.
They gave me the wrong drink. I said a caramel, the caramel one.